So I'm going to call this part 2 of my thoughts on non-turbo versus turbo 850 snowmobile, same track, about the same weight, everything. This is just a little older 2019 Summit versus the Polaris Khaos. The Khaos had some great ski lift, and that's what they're built for. I'm sure I could loosen the limiter strap on this machine here. It looks like the guy that rode it before me, I think I might know who he is, but he was a sponsored professional rider, and he was probably doing some pretty steep runs and shoots. So he's probably got that limiter strap tightened up a bit. But you know, in the deep stuff we found through the trees, you know, my buddy getting stuck, burying his snowmobile multiple times. I didn't get stuck once. That helium hood, I don't know if I have it here. I think I put it away. Hold on a second. Let's see what we got. Oh, I just carry a couple of headlights with me. They don't like weigh anything. You can just put these in a backpack, you know, and this thing's rechargeable. This is almost brighter than the stock headlights on a Skidoo. I would really recommend Mountain Fit hoods. You can leave a comment if you want to get in touch with him. The owner is awesome. Brett Rasmussen got me my other helium hood on the 154. This 165 definitely had a little less zip when we found kind of those big snow drifts that they're almost like really deep culverts, but it did fine. I mean, I even stopped in the bottom of one and just gunned it, and it zipped right out, and I probably went about 8 or 10 feet in the air, and you know, took a pretty easy landing on it. But I gotta say, we went up to about 11,000 feet, or maybe almost 12,000 foot. And you know, this non-turbo 850, it really did perform just about as good as the turbo Polaris 850, which was newer, you know, they're same weight. Sorry, on the part 1, you know, I talked about I smashed my knee. I wish it really, I mean, I wish I could have been riding the past few days, but the second day I like to do jumps, and I absorb the kind of shock a lot and like to stand up and ride. And, you know, the knee was just so swollen. You don't want to go out riding if you got a swollen knee, because all that fluid, not a doctor, but I'm pretty sure that if you push it too hard, you could cause some permanent damage, or that fluid could calcify. So I apologize we didn't get a video, you know, but he and I are going to go riding again. But he even made a comment. He said, you know, I'm surprised you're really keeping up with me. And that turbo, it really flies, but the turbo kicks on, I think, when you go half throttle or more. And what I did with this is I would just kind of rev it, you know, like just keep punching like, you know, up and down as fast as I could. The throttle to get that 2-stroke motor going. Oh, sorry, there's some snow that fell off the roof. And, you know, I basically about kept up with him. I did one almost vertical run, few hundred feet, took flight halfway up it. That was a little frightening. I'm not a fan of trail riding in crusty packed snow, but of course that's why I'm not a fan. You know, I injured my knee. It's gonna be fine, but because of that, when we finally got all this fresh powder, I just went down and saw some friends, you know, hung out with them instead of riding. We really got to we have to test these two almost identical sleds, but different, you know, makes, non-turbo versus turbo, in some powder. It's just not going to be fair, you know. But just my thoughts is, if you're not riding above 12,000 feet or more, you really don't need a turbo. And a lot of people gonna disagree. Leave the comments. You can give me all kinds of crap about it, but I'm really big on being lightweight. The lighter the sled, the more easy to maneuver. It's way easier to get unstuck, and you will float on the snow. It's just easier to handle. I always say go as light as you can, like Chris Barrant, you know, watch his videos, check it out. But anyway, here in the snowy mountains of Wyoming, Albany Lodge. We're at one of the cabins. Everyone went home. Got a little bit of a banged up knee, but you know, it's just a bad bruise. I just smashed it on the side of the sled. I think I just caught that foot peg, and when I bailed Chip, you know, because I hit a bump, real crusty bump, and yeah, it just happens, you know. I'm not sure about the pegs. I've never used them before. I think it's better to just kind of learn how to press your one knee or wrong foot forward, you know. You could check out Rasmussen, his videos, Chris Brandt, Next Level Riding Clinic. That guy's videos are awesome. Those three guys, there's a lot of others out there, but those three guys, just watching their YouTube videos on, you know, just some beginner mistakes or even expert stuff on snowmobiles, advanced training. I mean, they are just incredible at making those short videos and just showing you some basic stuff to practice. And once you get the hang of counter steering and you get to where you're just never getting stuck. You will get stuck, but if you watch their videos, they're going to teach you. And I'm not affiliated with them. I've talked to Rasmussen on the phone. He's a great guy, but they seem like down to earth guys. They just love snowmobiling, you know, and that means a lot to me. It says a lot about their personality and, you know, what kind of characters they are, and they're there to help you. And here's one thing, you know, if you go out and you do get stuck, if you watch those videos or go take a clinic, when you're stuck, there are some of the most simple tricks. Sometimes it's as simple as just putting both your feet on one side of the snowmobile and just giving it full throttle, and you'll just drive right out or roll it over. There's all kinds of stuff. So I just want to say that don't feel if right now is a great time to buy a snowmobile. If you want a turbo, buy it now. I don't care if the season's over. Buy it now, or you're going to be paying an extra $5,000 or $10,000 for it. You know, this is one of the best times to ever buy a snowmobile because the snow hasn't been very good in the West or the Midwest. We've got a few storms, but go out and get into riding. Just don't be intimidated. Ride it stock. You know, and then if you get frustrated, just be safe, but watch those guys' videos. Lighten up your sled. Just get a lightweight muffler to start. It's only $300 to $800, and then you just dropped like 12 to 20. I feel like it's 20 pounds with the skidoos, but they say 12 or 13. But you know, and then go take a class. Or just watch some of those YouTube videos. And stay out of avalanches, and if you do, you better be with the team and you better have some training on avalanches. But sorry about not getting that video. My buddy Mitch and we're gonna race these two going up a run. He'll probably win, but I just want to show you what this naturally aspirated Skidoo 850 can do next to the turbo. You know, at about, I don't know, 10 to 12,000 feet. And you know, just go buy a sled that don't overthink it. You know, just go buy something affordable that you like. You can modify. If you want to do deep snow riding, I would really suggest beginners start with a long track. Get a 165. They'll still jump. They still have zip. You can always modify, you know, or buy another sled or trade them out. But I would really just learn how to ride with a lightweight long track snowmobile if you're off trail. So anyway, yeah, pretty crazy with that Rasmussen titanium clutch spring. And I think it was from Starting Line Products, the clutch rollers, and you know, just rebuilding that clutch and having it lightweight, it really did keep up with the turbo pretty good. So anyway, thanks for watching. I want to hear some feedback if you guys are seeing this video. So subscribe. We're going to get some more legit videos coming up here, hopefully next year and maybe even this spring. So thanks for watching, guys.